Hi, people. We are back for another edition of News Trend. And you know what that is. We bring you trendy news, things that have happened, this week. We are going to give you a summary of the news that popped this week inside and outside Nigeria, everywhere. So I'm sure you don't want to miss it. And of course, I don't do this alone now. You already see my men in black.
Hi, guys. No Fela there in the building.
Very apt. Men in black. I don't know where they are going. You can see that I'm wearing pink. So obviously we are not going together.
It's a Black Friday.
They didn't invite me. Black Friday. Where is it happening? Let me shop. But it's all good. It's all good. So you know how we do it now. We bring you the news just in case you missed it. The things that happened this week. And I'm going to be starting with Cute Abiola, our popular content creator, TikToker. Okay, well, he's not only on TikTok, a content creator. I'm sure you know him, Cute Abiola. Okay, so the earlier this week we saw him. He posted a video of his wife's cesarean section. She was going to give birth through cesarean. I'm sure you know that that's the operation that you do when you want to give birth. If you don't give birth naturally, it's the operation that you do, that they cut you open and they bring the child. Okay, so he did a video of that, and there was a lot of backlash. Well, I won't say everything was backlash. Like mixed feelings between people, because some people were like, why is even everything we want to post on social media these days? Like something so sensitive, somebody in such a vulnerable state. Why are you filming that? Why are you doing content out of that? Yeah, you are a content creator, but is it everything you must do content? I'm even wondering why I didn't do content of his bedroom matter. The thing that led to that. Why didn't he do content? Since he wants to be doing content about everything. And some other people were like, oh, this is so kinikan, it's so the things women go through. This is good. It will show the power of a woman, or other women, to encourage other women. I don't see that anyway. But they are men. Maybe they can tell me why he did that.
Honestly, each side actually have a point. But then, as long as the owner, the wife, and the husband, they're in agreement, and it's the husband that actually did it with the permission.
How do we know? How do you know with the permission?
How
do you know?
That's true.
Somebody that I see, she was not awake, and I saw that. How will she give permission?
But then I actually think it's not a bad development.
Oh, really?
Personally, because
you're a man. You're a man.
There are some that are actually curious on how does this look like. Yeah, some claim that they were educated. They were educated through the video. Some claim that they support, that it actually gave them support and everything. So
I don't agree. If you go to YouTube, they will show you.
Those YouTube was it is in its own. It's like you can actually relate.
Like you can get a tutorial video or whatever, or go like.
It's actually relatable. It's actually relatable.
Why? You can Google it, cesarean section. How is it done?
We actually do
how will you use somebody's vulnerable state?
It's not. I want to believe it's with the wife consent.
I don't believe.
I want to believe it's with the wife consent, because it's not something you just wake up and start doing. There will definitely be background preparation. You will have been talking about it. You will have been making one or two logistics for it. You will have contacted the hospital self that this is what I want to do, because you cannot just come. You know how these hospitals are always like, get out, stay outside.
Why should the hospital even allow that?
Well, they will have actually discussed it, and I actually feel that since it's his stuff, he wants to make his private life public. He will be a decision and he will review and he will make his money. So basically, I think it's just his discretion. And since his discretion is to show the world, then I don't think we should have a problem with it.
I have a problem with it because I don't think it was fair on the wife. Like, okay, if he was the one on the hospital bed and the one that you do realize that cesarean section or childbirth is 50-50. You do realize it's 50-50. It's either the mother makes it or she doesn't make it, the child makes it. So it's a 50-50 thing. So why would you want to show the world that? Like, okay, see, Okay, if something had gone wrong then too, you would have filmed it and into that. Anyway, I just think it was insensitive. But as you men, you have said it's okay. But then I feel like it's because you people are men. If I had a woman beside me now, she would have felt the
benefits. But honestly, you've actually seen video of people that actually record their plastic surgeries, they are all operations. This one's 2 days. It's actually likelihood of it getting deadly. We even saw the last person that died from us. So there was no backlash for that. Why should there be like backlash for something?
Okay, so are you saying now that it's okay for that to be on social media?
I'm saying it's not right. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying it's wrong. I'm saying it's the family, their discretion. Since they said this is what they want to do, this is what they want to show, and this is what they want to make money from, then I feel that it's their choice.
Okay, I agree with you. Now I'm talking about social media. Do you think that such things should be allowed on social media? Because we are moving small. Because when you are showing this one now, like you said, BBL, people too, they show their BBL journey, how they were, different things. It's like there's really nothing that we don't want to put on social media these days. And I feel like there should be some form of control, some form of censorship that some things should be allowed and some things should not be allowed. But it's like it's everything that goes these days. But if you say it's okay.
Okay, for my story here, while 2.1 million Nigerians are trying to like get into the school, get into the university to gain admission, the federal government have graduated 744 ex-terrorists from their open corridor initiative. So on Thursday, about 744 repentant terrorists were graduated from the federal government's safe corridor initiative, and the initiative is focused on de-radicalization, rehabilitation, and integration of repentant terrorists.
How do they know they are repentant? What do you mean by repent? Graduated, repent. Confused. I don't understand.
They graduated now. They are now in.
How long were they in the program? How long were they there?
In school. I don't. You don't know for sure.
Years?
I think it's always a year or something.
You can imagine.
So
how do you reform a terrorist? How do you reform a terrorist?
Well, the federal government actually believes that everything should not be about violence. Issues of non-kinetic.
That's why it's getting worse now. That's why things are getting worse.
Actually, I actually don't agree with this. With that, repentant terrorist program. Because I don't think it's working.
It's not working now because
it has actually gotten worse.
Yes, now
gotten better
because they feel like they can get away with stuff now, and and they even have government backing again. But government is.
And I don't believe there's actually any country in the world that actually does that to terrorists. Nigeria is the only country that I'm aware of that actually do that. Because if I'm mistaken, the viewers can actually.
Because a terrorist situation is a serious situation now. Like if you are caught, they should gun you down straight.
But I actually feel for the soldiers that lost their life, the victims that lost their lives, seeing such kind of people without like
what
penalty.
Do we say about that? What do we say about that? And now you are reforming the people that caused that caused some people pain. Honestly. So the families of those people, how are they supposed to be feeling?
Military does not recruit people from the Operation Safe Corridor. The military has its own process, systems, and procedure for enlisting people into the military. So this is part of the challenges Operation Safe Corridor is facing: challenge of misrepresentation, challenge of misinformation, challenge of disinformation.
Where they brought us to this place. It was when I went to the court that I discovered that it was the case of the person that they were tracking that I was answering. So that was how I find myself here, sir.
Firstly, I thought maybe if I'm outside, I don't know what may happen to me, because by virtual, I thought the case that led me to this problem is not up to the time I spent in the detention. I just believe it's destiny.
It's actually sad. There's actually a video that a foreigner actually made in which he was in the camp of these Boko Haram terrorists, and it was like, I heard you guys are repentant terrorists, and I was yes and everything. Then in the video, they actually saw someone that was coming towards him with hands under his clothes. Then one of the repentant terrorists actually stopped the person also, So it was not like saying later that he actually discovered that the person actually had the weapon on him. There are chances of
That's the
person
reform. That's
actually
the
wanted
reform
to
terrorist, Abi. That's the
put on
reform
him.
somebody.
But that's actually one person.
How
not
do
the
they
lot,
even
because
have
it was
arms?
actually stopped.
Wait, if
by
they
other
if
important
you
terrorists.
say they are in a whatever school, how do they even have arms?
Well, it's nice.
Hey.
This guy probably from the kitchen
Hey,
and
this
everything.
So now is that after
we are not
after
ready.
the whole graduation and they come out, we didn't even keep tabs on them. That's another thing.
They
because
go
you don't
back.
know what
They go back to where
do.
they were coming from.
That's
Now, what are you
true.
saying? They go back to where they were coming
government,
from,
they
and
need to
then
do better.
at this point now, they probably have more intel. You know, so they just go back like, okay,
Honestly,
this is how
about
it
the
is.
beans
This
and
are
how
yes,
it
now
works,
this is
then
how it is.
it's-
This is how it is. Blah 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 blah. You know that kind of thing. Oh my God. Oh,
It is well.
Nigeria, my country. It's really great.
Yeah,
Amen.
so moving on, still on government. Yeah, so Lagos State government slammed King Mitchy with 12 million naira tax bill. So she came out. I think I actually saw a video when she posted the letter and everything. So she came out and was like, that where does she want to see 12 million naira from? That they told in the letter it was written that she sold drinks of 33 million.
Wow.
Drinks.
Yes.
She sold it.
Yeah, she sold drinks of 33 million and food of 82 million. I know she has a restaurant. I know
Oh, okay. Because I wanted to say where did she
has
get
a
that? She has a
restaurant
restaurant.
and
Okay.
philanthropist and all those stuff. But she was not have that kind of money. That she was never wearing 1 million per
Wait,
1 million
is
naira
it
per
tax?
day. Yeah, tax.
So she's been evading tax.
That's
Or what?
So I'm like, what's really going on here for her? Because her just sorry. Yeah.
She must have. She knows that she ought to pay tax now, and
Definitely.
But she
you
said
know, and a lot of people have been. It's like we are not a tax conscious country. We don't see tax as against other countries where you even get jailed for tax evasion and all that. Serious jail term. But here we just like to do
dodge.
Yes,
And
to dodge and to like
actually for years they've
Yeah.
actually left things at it.
Yes, and
But
now they want to
with the new tax law in place
Yeah.
now, the many Nigerians are now like more tax conscious, and the government are now like enforcing tax payment.
They should enforce
And for
it
any
too.
country to actually go, you actually need to pay your tax. There's
Abi,
actually no two ways
exactly.
about it.
All the countries that we are saying, things are working fine. They are paying their tax. They don't joke with it. So
she
we should pay our
well,
own
I'll
tax.
actually advise her she get a tax lawyer.
She should get a lawyer, yes, so she
tax
can
expert.
sort it.
The person will be able to like show all her income, then
yeah.
expenditures, then they'll be able to balance the books. Because
Yes.
although the federal government can actually give you their own approximation, like
Yeah,
this is
normal.
what
Probably
you're
that's
supposed
what
to
they
pay.
did.
Then you
Yeah,
have to
so
like
she has to bring
counter
her-
it with
yes,
your books
she
and
has to bring her
everything.
books
It's not
down.
actually like certain that once they give you this money, you have to pay it.
Yeah.
So just get an expert that will help you to represent you well and actually show your income.
But it's not that
expenditure
she's not going to pay anything. She
and
will
she's
pay.
No, she would definitely. But she was like,
She
she
will
doesn't.
pay.
And if she has been
And
paying,
she
she
should
just
better-
give evidence of her. Like,
she
I've
has to
actually paid
pay,
my tax.
exactly.
This is my evidence and everything. Then it's
It's
actually
even good. Everybody should know that they should be paying tax.
Everybody should pay
Because
tax,
it's even
wow.
those people that have more money, they are even crying the most because they don't. Why are you having so much money or
I don't want to pay
making
tax.
so
She
much
does not have
money in Naso?
That
Making
she
so
like
much
give
money
her
in a
money to
country and you
children
don't
and
want to pay tax.
exactly.
You know, I mean, that's you see. So she wants to hide under that now. Hide under
Probably, no.
what do they call that? They are this thing that like she has a NGO. Hide behind NGO. It's a lie. We must pay tax.
It is well.
Anyway, moving on. So yes, we sometime this week we also saw the news. Was it yesterday? We saw the news of this 14-year-old girl.
Wow.
That was brought. Where is it from? Benue? Or from where? She was brought from the village. You know how they go and bring people from the village. They brought her from the village to come and stay with her step sister who just gave birth. You know, that's like to come and do some mini omugo, you know. And well, we don't have the full details because I don't know what could have conspired, that be transpired, or what could have caused, because she now poisoned everybody. She used rat poison to, you know, the woman and her baby was there, the husband, the mother-in-law,
Wow.
you know, and she poisoned them. And I'm wondering, and you know, from the video that we saw, she wasn't even looking repentant or
Remorseful at
anything,
all.
or remorseful. She wasn't crying so when they say the heart of man is desperately wicked, I'm interested because we, you know, like I said, we don't have the full details yet. I'm interested that, you know, what could have happened? Like, How? What did they do to you that you now decide that you just want to? Or did she think that it's Maggie? It's powder Maggie? Because I don't understand. Why? Why do you want to kill 40-year-old? Why? Why? Why do you want to kill your sister and kill her family?
Honestly.
They brought you from the village. Or is it village people? Is this a case of village people?
So
Maybe
they,
it's
so
village.
those
They
people
sent
are
out
they
exactly.
imported village people.
Yes. That
Well,
Lagos you are going, this is what you are going to do. Because I really don't understand. What
well,
do you
honestly,
think?
well, the age 14 years is actually young. That is impressionable. They probably someone has actually whispered to her that hey, they are wicked in you. If you can like, if I'm the one, I'll poison them. Just there are sometimes people a
poison
14-year-old
but you know that they will die.
an empty threat and something serious. But this matter actually needs to be investigated.
Yes.
There's actually more to it that meets the eye. But I don't believe she can mastermind everything herself.
Yeah.
Like from
Where she
is
get
the
poison
poison
from?
is this on purpose?
Where she
Is
get
it an
poison from? That's the
accident?
first question.
They'll be poisoning the house now. There'll be rats in the house now. It's rat
Honestly,
poison,
because
okay.
it actually needs to be investigated.
Yeah.
They
They need to get to
they
the
even need
root
to
of it.
check our mental capacity.
Yeah,
Like, is she
that should be checked
okay?
too, honestly.
Is it
Exactly.
just free madness or small madness?
Or is she fly in the night? Is it
Or
a
is it a case of
requirement
excessive
that they
witchcraft?
say? You know?
That's a
Yes,
lot,
it's actually a sad one.
Yeah.
that's a lot.
But at least
That-
thank
the
God
whole
that
family-
nobody died.
Okay, nobody died.
No.
Wow, thank goodness.
Glory be to God.
Thank goodness for that. Okay, to a more lighter note, legendary Afrobeat icon Fela Anikulapo Kuti, Abami Eda himself.
Again.
Yes,
Don't
he
start.
made record this
The
week.
accolades.
He became the first African to be inducted into Rock and Roll
Rock and
Hall
Roll.
of Fame. I probably wonder like Fela Rock and Roll. What's the correlation? Well, he will be recognized in the early influence category alongside Queen Latifah, Celia Cruz, Mark Light, and Graham Parsons. So he is the first Nigerian, first African to be inducted into the prestigious Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So wow, kudos to him. So Abamida, even in his death, he's making
Like,
records.
you get-
So it's actually funny that somebody is telling someone that I am better than your papa.
Let's
Oh,
not
honestly.
go there, please.
That's actually it's funny. It's funny.
Yeah, that's a good one for Nigerian music industry. So
Yes.
kudos to
Fela.
late Fela. Yeah,
Welcome.
so have another story here. This one has been trending this week. Pella and Javis vacation. Yeah, so we've been seeing their lovey-dovey affair on the internet anyhow, but that's not what's really trending. Yes, the vacation trended yet for a while, but that's not what's really trending. So he made a comment, or should I say a statement, that civil servants cannot afford this kind of trip.
He just likes to be jam talking.
But I don't think all civil servants can afford this.
It's not
kind of
even
trip.
all. They are not supposed to be able. How much are they collecting? They are not supposed, except it's something else. But like, what I mean is that did he even have to say that? Like, who asked
he
him?
had to say. I know that he's still young, so he just talks.
He's
He talks
still
a lot.
young. His frontal lobe is not developed.
That TVC, should I buy TVC? What do you guys think about this? Let's think about this. Should I buy TVC? Especially that lady that is. If I first buy TVC, I will sack that lady. That lady will be say, if you no talk about me, she cannot trend. Just be talking. Let me reach Nigeria first of all. I'll follow TVC. I'll come and slap your face in that office. You will think it's everybody that is your mate. You will think. He say, even anybody, you can go to bad if you, that lady that is working for TVC, please. Sponsor her, let her come to my diff. If TVC, if it's sure for you, sponsor that lady. Make you come to my diff. See, that lady, if they sponsor you, come my diff. Like for 5 months, they don't go pay you. They will just want to use it to do killing your pressure for me. They don't go pay you because they go do for body. TVC bring her here, and my diff will be this.
So after all that, so I think yesterday or day before yesterday, I think his matter was talked about on TVC. Yeah, so there's a presenter that called him out. I think Ria something, I can't remember her name, Ria. So she called him out and was like, most civil servants, she even said civil servants can afford the trip.
She said so.
She said so.
How much? Maybe he said he spent 20 million.
When I was 30 million actually.
Uh-huh.
So when I was watching the video, I'm like, all civil servants can attend. There are some civil servants that don't even earn that much. So how you say all civil servants can afford that trip? So now this morning, Fela came out as well. So he said if he can buy TVC. No, he said if I buy TVC, he didn't even say if I can buy TVC. If he buys TVC, we will first sack that lady, the presenter, because the presenter is always coming at him. I think there was a time they had she called him out over 500,000 or so. I can't really remember the story. So he said if I buy TVC, I'll first sack the lady that drags me all the time. When I get to Nigeria, I will slap her face. I don't think he would do that. I think he was just joking. He said I will slap her face. So he now said if TVC should sponsor her to Maldives, because if we don't,
he will do it. He should do it now. Abi, is that what he wants to say?
And he said even if they do that they won't pay her for 5 months, like the presenter for 5 months. So he's actually trying to tell TVC that TVC don't have what it takes for their presenters to go to the Maldives. So that's what's going on right now in the news on Fela.
What do you think, so? Abi, what do you think?
Well, I'm actually, anything that Fela actually says, I'm not actually surprised. I just take it as the words of an uneducated person. So that's just what I have to say about that. I don't really take his words serious. I don't consume his words because I feel that listening to him usually lower my IQ. So
yeah, savage you.
Well,
I don't. It's not like I disagree with you. You know, that's why I said that he just likes to misyan, like he just likes to talk. Like I don't know that. You know, in local parlance, they say money misroad. Like because you just have some change on you, like you just be talking anyhow. And of course, his frontal lobe has not developed. His frontal lobe has not developed. How old is he? How is he not 21 or something? So you don't just be talking and be saying anyhow. I even heard someone saying that. I heard people dragging that he carry a woman to Maldives, spend 20 million, 30 million. His mother, he has not.
The other day,
there's
actually a video that Kataifi was actually trolling him that he bought a brand new car for a very expensive car for Jarvis, while he bought a cheaper car for his parents that would deserve this man. He was actually defending himself that his girlfriend, not even his wife, deserves.
No, they are engaged already.
Well, they were engaged. They were unengaged. We don't even know they are doing our head.
He should enjoy his life.
He'll be fine. They'll be fine. They can come tomorrow now and say they've broken up. They can say, can they come? I think at the end of the day, I think they're just using us for content. That's it. Okay, so
the more the controversy, the more it's money.
Exactly.
Yes.
So we are the one funding it. So
because he did on the live stream.
So the more he does unreasonable things in quotes, and then we are like, so we are the one, we are funding his account. Okay, so I want to talk about this. We're just talking about reformed terrorists and gunmen and all that, and just this morning, we heard the news that some gunmen, they abducted passengers, and in a bus going to Makurdi, and most of the people in the bus were students going for their JAMB, UTME. So I don't understand, because all those children now, they are going for JAMB, and then you abduct them. Now they are going to put their parents in wahala. So I really don't. It's like these people, they don't even have. It's not like they have a target audience. That's what I would even call it. They don't have target. They just pick anybody, because those children now, anyway, they know that they have parents, and then they will be talking about that. The University of Just student that they carried, they did an initial video, and then just yesterday also they did another video again, still showing, he's still showing him in custody, and then they asked for was it 30 million? Now they've reduced it to 4 million. But when are we going to see the end of this? You know, when we think that, oh, okay, what's happening or something like every day. So it's like almost every day now there's a fresh crisis. And it just, one just begins to wonder that, hey, are we safe? Because even if you think that, oh, it's happening in Benue, it's happening, you know, it's small.
To spread
You
it
know?
everywhere now as well.
You
Sad
know?
one. That's a
It's
sad
really
development.
sad. It's
Just
really
hope
sad.
the security force will be able to get those students safe.
I hope so. I hope they'll be able to get all of them.
And even if it's even by payment, at least they should just come back safe. They should not be traumatized. And if it's
If
by
they are going to,
force,
even if it's
at
payments,
least-
maybe it's the University of Justice. Why are they beating the guy? If you know you want to collect money, so why are you beating him? Now these children now, they are going to be traumatized for life no matter what, because they are going for exam. You just hijack them. Definitely they will beat them now. You know that's their stock in trade, and that's if they don't even kill them. And then if one even tries to run away or whatever, that's the end, because they can just gun down the person. I don't know. I don't even know what to say to government at this point, but
I think they really need to deal with this situation instead of graduating terrorists.
Exactly, they are still doing something terrible, and then you are graduating some people. And Shebi, we've gotten some aids from where? From US, even from UK now. Shebi, UK too, they signed something. What are they doing now?
And honestly, these repentant terrorists should actually have been, if indeed they are repentant, they should probably be providing confirmed intel for people. Like they should know where they used to take them when they've taken them.
Those
kind of things.
They will know that, but exactly. So they are not using them for that.
With those intel that they've actually got it for the, or
did
are
they
those
even
people
get
not cutting out
exactly? Did they even get it? Because you know those people, you know, they can. Who are they? They may not divulge anything. No, I'm not sure they will divulge. And even if they divulge, they will just they will give you 40% of 100% that you just used to think, because that's what they should be using them for, or they should just lock them permanently in one place. Because why are you introducing them back to society? And then they know that this thing is still prevalent. It's still happening, like it's happening on a daily. So and you just let them go. Like maybe it's for them to just connect with, go back to their base. That okay, make calls that, oh, I'm back, oh, I'm out, oh yeah, what's happening? You know,
it's really
sad.
So, do you believe that givers never lack? Well, this popular
they give, they go now. Until you don't have to give again.
Pastor, the founder of Power City International, Pastor Abel Dabina, he came out to say there is no scripture in the Bible that says when you give to God, you'll be a rich person. He said there's no such scripture. Nobody prospers by giving. When you give, you lack. Now that side is actually has caused a lot of controversy, that is going against the world and everything. But then, although there are some truths to what it says, but everything is not actually true. Because it says giving to God will not make you rich. That's certain. You need to work. You need to be educated. You need to invest. Giving does not automatically mean
education
making money.
Is simple.
But then at the same time, we have seen so many.
But you need to work hard.
But we actually know that when you give out good, you receive like 10 multiplied in return.
So don't mean to make you rich.
It does not mean to make you rich.
To make rich.
So basically, that's just, well. Then he's saying that when you give, you lack. It's actually where there's actually, because this person has been giving for years now. He hasn't started lacking. Bill Gates is like the biggest giver that I know.
But he has more than enough now. See, let me look at one side of his analogy.
Yes.
Like they always say that if you are the only person, how do they say that? Exactly. They will pull you down now, because if you are saying, okay, I'll give to this person, I'll give to that person, I'll give to this person, and you are giving without, that's why they say that you have to water yourself before you water people. Without watering yourself, without reinvesting, without having more, and you are just giving. At the end of the day, you still be like those people. Yes, now, because it will get to a point, because human needs is insatiable. You cannot give people to the point that they will say, it's okay, don't give me again. It's not possible. It's not possible. They will still be collecting, especially if they know that you will give. They will still be collecting. And then more people will be, go and meet him. He gave me this, so you to go and collect your own. You know, so people will just see you like, okay, ATM, that one. They will even take it like, oh, you are a good person. They will just say, let's go. Let me go and collect my share. It's national cake, and everybody will be collecting, and you to be doing, the boy is good, and then they'll be praising you. Hey, chairman, you will not laugh. Hey, God will do this. Hey. They will pray for you till they curse you. They will, and you to be giving. At the end of the day, you now go and check your purse Sunday. There's no money there again, and then all these people you are giving to, wallahi, they cannot help you. Yes, they will not. If you go back to them, like if you think that's why I keep saying that if you want to give, but give with sense. Don't give like, okay, I've been helping this person. This person will help me back in my own time of need, because them go shock you, man. Them go shock you, because when you now need and you now go to this person that that's when you hear story for the gods. They now be and you will, as a human being, now you will feel bad that this person that I did this, what I did, they didn't force you. I've even heard someone say that it has come to that, between two people, that I didn't force you now. I didn't force you to give. You gave because you wanted to give. So now you cannot hold me accountable or hold me liable that I must give back to you. So those type of things, your brain will just do, your brain will reboot like, hey, you will know what you are doing. So it's right though.
Fraud alert. Givers never lack fraud. When you give, you lack. There's no scripture in the Bible that says when you give to God, you be a rich person. There's no such scripture. Nobody prospers by giving. When you give, you lack. Because when you give, it leaves you and there's vacuum. Then you have to work again and give it time to recover what you gave. And sometimes you never recover it. Somebody told me he gave to his church all his 3 cars. And he has been trekking since then till when I met him. He said, I was thinking of going back to collect one. What do I think? I said, I think so too. Because if you gave 3 and only one you want to collect is 1 out of the 3, you try. You're not even asking for the 3. I said, I think so too. Because even the way you're talking, there's no blessing for that giving. Because you're already murmuring. So it's even better to go and collect the car. Thank God it's not 1, it's 3. So if you collect 1, they still have 2 for the work of God. And the reason why he will give 3 of his cars is because they told him, he will be rich now. So why not? First fool, no be fool. Second fool, na proper foolish. You know why I'm slowly teaching this? Because I'm doing a mindset work. Because our minds were wired to think that we only get rich when we give to God. And I need to show you from scripture. Because it is this same scripture they use in creating that mindset. I was of that mindset for years. But I kept questioning because I saw people that were diligently giving broke. And I never saw anybody who, because he tithed, became a billionaire. Even those who said they became billionaires because they tithed, it's because they don't know. It's because they had jobs and businesses. That's why they became billionaires, not because they tithed. I'm teaching good. Someone said, doesn't God bless? He has already blessed. He didn't bless because you gave tithe or anything. He blessed because he has blessed. The reason why you have a job is because God has blessed the planet. The reason why the people that are turning tree into paper are able to turn a tree into paper is because God has blessed this planet. The reason why people can excavate the ground and meet oil wells, meet oil wells in the sea and bring out crude oil is because God put the deposit. The reason why we can get to the rocks in Nigeria, when we go to the gold belt that travels right through Mina, Niger, and right to Plateau, all those rocks, and explore, break the rocks, and meet diamonds, golds, and meet sapphires, and meet tourmaline, is because God put them there. So because God has blessed the planet, all we need to do is go to school, learn what to do to get into what has been blessed, and turn it into commercial property. It's no more God's work to go to school for us. We go to school, we go to market, we engage to make money. God has already blessed the planet. Say, I hear you.
Honestly, I think there's actually more to this giving stuff.
Yeah.
If you're actually given with the expectation of becoming rich, you're on the wrong track.
Honestly.
But if you are given to probably, let's say, obey God or fulfill His word, then you're on the right track. Because, for instance, in Islam, in our pillars of Islam, for you to be a Muslim, we have the Zawm. No, Zawm is fasting. Zakat is actually given to the poor, given to the needy. We are actually taxed to do that, to give to the poor, to give to the orphans, to give to the widow, to give to those that are in need. So you doing that because you want to obey whoever you are worshiping, your creator, be it Jesus, be it Allah, and everything, is actually good. But you just believing that if you give your pastor 1,000 naira, if you give your pastor your last 50,000 naira, God will give you 1 billion. That's playing 10 odds with God. And that God
Maybe they do it now. When you go to church or you go to a crusade, empty your pocket, empty your give your last, give sacrificially. You have to give sacrificially to receive a bountiful harvest. We receive sacrificially. Give your last, and then we cajole, and all those things is manipulation and playing on your psyche and all that. And sometimes, if you are not strong enough, you will fall for it. You will give everything, You will give everything, and then you will now walk home. You will walk home, and you feel like ladder. You have done ladder for God. I don't mean to be the breaker of bad news, but you just shot yourself in the leg. You didn't do that for God. You did that for the person that manipulated you to say, yeah, give your last, because God did not send you that one. God did not send you to give. Because if God is even going to
God actually asks for 10%.
Exactly. If it's even that's for tithe. I don't even think God will tell you to give to the point that you give your transport fare so that you will not have money, you will now walk home. Sometimes I feel like I don't think God is that
wicked
or that
insensitive.
Why will you want to do that? Why will you want to do that to me? And then you will now go home, and then you'll be thinking on the road. I'm sure some people will be thinking that maybe as I'm just going like that, I'll just see one bag full of money. Or I'll just see one person say, hey, my brother, my sister, your name is David.
There are actually people like that too.
Your name is David. The Lord sent me to you. The Lord sent me to you. Take this. Don't worry. God sent me to you, and I'm just feeling. You don't watch film tire. He actually does not happen like that.
I'm sorry to break your bubbles. So many people have actually given testimonies that I gave.
See, I'm not saying that they are not stories. I'm not saying that
50 million. At least this person was saying the other day that she gave so, and she sees so basically.
Just like recently too, I saw there's this video too that's been trending. This pastor that is saying that Kiniko, he didn't have money in account, but he sent someone to the bank.
That one
please now, please. I sent someone to the bank, and the teller gave them money. You don't have money in the bank. You don't have account. Yet they bring paper to teller. Which paper? What account number did they write? They bring money to paper, and the teller paid you money. Like, we should stop doing this thing. This is what I said about social media control. Yes. Because how can you come and be saying some gullible somebody in one corner will be believing that kind of thing now, and it's not fair, because how would you be saying that now? How will you say that? Like, you just think people are stupid, or that's why they say sometimes that they say that religion is like removing your brain. When you are doing just your brain is as you don't think, because they even tell you sometimes that you can't reason the works of God. You cannot, if you want to think it's not thinkable, because they don't want you to think, because how will somebody be telling you, I don't have money in your account, but I'm going there, and I've heard people say some prayer requests that credit alert, me. Yeah, some people even raise their phones in the air or call the account number. You will receive. It's not nice. It is not
there's
nice.
There's actually this particular person online is always like trying to debunk all these spiritual cases, because he believes that these are part of what fuels ritual activities, believing that the supernatural can give you money in the natural world. So many people now go to extremes, like they believe that, okay, if you bring somebody's dry head, you start receiving money without working. If you start this kind of thing now, they now kind of like fuel organ trafficking, human trafficking, kidnapping, and all that kind of stuff. Because if you want to make money, they are actually established wells, investment, education, work. You cannot even
work hard
work.
now.
There's a Bible verse that says,
some people would
work
rather
without
do
faith
the 30 days fasting than work. Like what? Like what now? Like what?
So I believe this kind of
You
part
want
of the problem is
you want
affecting
to
us.
reap where you have not
This
sown.
part of what is affecting us in Africa, because
Yes.
in Europe, if they have a problem, they think of logical
Yes, and they
ways
solve
to
it,
solve
and they are
it.
moving forward.
But while we
But
have a problem, we think of
now
spiritual
prayer and
ways.
fasting now.
Although it's good to put God first, but
But
still,
then you have to look for
God did not tell
physical
you not to
ways.
work.
We have to solve it.
So based on this story, I'll be ending with Ashake's line. Person we no work, tell me how we want chop.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
So
I don't know. Even our traditions before religion started or whatever, even our traditions, they say if you don't, even it's even in the Bible self. It's even in the Bible that the laborer is worthy of his wages. Somebody who does not work should not eat. So what are we saying now? Yeah, somebody will come and say, just put your phone down. Just raise your, just kiniko. Alert. And you'll be seeing people ginger. Hey. Oh, God help us.
Yeah, so my last story for the day. So I think this happened this week. A 33-year-old man known as Mr. Olu, he jumped into the lagoon from Third Milan Bridge. Yeah, so there are reports that he drove from Ibadan. He stays in Ibadan.
He now came to die in Lagos.
So due to more investigations and all, what we heard is that he had issues with all those people that do forex and all those stuff. So he lost a lot of money.
He reached a job. He reached a job. They didn't tell him that forex is only the strong that can survive.
Cryptocurrency investment that he just lost everything.
And I'm sure that some people's money may be involved.
So that kind of thing. So but thank God he was rescued.
Yeah, he was rescued.
Yeah, so more investigations are going on, and I think they've released. They had to put him in the hospital for a while. But now I think he has been
psychological evaluation.
He has been released to his family already. So I just.
But as they release him now, how is he going to solve?
How is sure we don't jump again?
Actually, because that was just the easy way out. Me and yours could go. You cannot deal with dead body. But now that they have resuscitated him, if he still go prison, because if people's money is involved.
On a serious note, suicide is actually not the way.
It's not the way.
It's actually
coward's way out.
As long as there is life, there's still hope. Yeah, as long as
no man say that is some places.
No
man say that is some places.
I've lost millions of naira.
They think with you. No man say that is some places.
We've seen this person lost 100 million naira now, and he came back. Although he's not as rich as this, but he's still making a good.
Who's that?
Mike Tyson lost 100. We've seen people that
with this guy.
You've seen
are using for Mike Tyson to compare normal person.
What like there is actually no problem that's actually unsolvable.
Yeah, I get
There's
you.
There's actually no problem.
There's even no problem that is uncommon to mine. Everything that is happening have happened before.
And Yoruba say any to as long as you are still alive, there's still hope.
But it's the same Yoruba that say that there are some things that are worse than death.
Ìwé ìmọ̀lẹ́wé kò eléyìí ò ṣẹlẹ̀ rí o, ó ṣẹlẹ̀ lójú mi live and direct. Ẹni tó ní mọ́tò yóò dúró sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́, ìdẹ̀ lọ tọ́nù padà. Ní tó dé, ìmẹ́sì orí bẹ́ sínú omi, òun ni ẹ lórí ọkọ̀ nínú ọkọ̀ ojú omi. Ẹni. Mọ́tò ni rè, èmi gan mo pe àwọn lásìmà. Nígbà kan máa bọ̀, èmi gan mo pe àwọn lásìmà. Live and direct, eléyìí bẹ́ sínú omi lójú mi ni. Live and direct. Òun lè léyìí, èmi mo gbé kóòtù sí sẹ́yìn mọ́tò to avoid further accidents. Òun lè léyìí, plate number mọ́tò yẹn rè. Plate number mọ́tò yẹn lè. Ó kó fóònù méjì sínú mọ́tò. Fóònù méjì nìyẹn nínú mọ́tò. Òun ni. Fóònù méjì ló kó sórí síìtì yẹn pẹ̀lú power bank ẹ̀. Èmi mo pe ọ̀gá àwọn lásìmọ̀ tó wà yánà òwò. Ọ̀gá ẹ̀ ló wọ native nínú ọkọ̀ ojú omi yẹn. Òun la àwọn ọlọ́kọ̀ ojú omi gbé sínú yẹn.
That when there's life, there's hope. It's easier said than done.
Yes.
Although as much as I'm not advocating for suicide, but I know that there are people who are really in terrible states, and they would rather let me just
go.
you know, and it's not the easy way out at the end of the day, because you know the people that you leave behind and
That
the
don't
issues
bear
are,
the
you know,
pain, bear the
exactly, and the unresolved issues, like you owe somebody money, now you go and kill yourself. Is it not your family members that will pay the money? Because people will not say because you kill yourself that you are still owing now. Please, you have not, you don't know that when you go to hospital, if you take, God forbid, you take somebody to the hospital and the person dies, you know they will still collect hospital bill.
But what I want to
They
say
still
is,
collect hospital bill.
if you are owing, death has never killed anybody. The US is owing. Nigeria is owing. So because you are owing someone, you think that jumping to the lagoon is your way out of the debt. No, my dear, stay your ground. If you know you're having suicidal thoughts, please get psychologists, seek professional help, and speak out. Don't just owe to you, because suicide is really not the way.
It's not the way. Interestingly, you know, if you are owing somebody, no matter how much you are owing somebody, and they carry you to police station, you know, they are not going to lock you up. The worst that will happen, police, they will ask you that, so how are you going to pay this money? How much can you be paying this money? So if I say that it's 50 naira, I can be paying every day.
Exactly.
That's what will happen. You know, you just want the money, but so it's not what I can understand that, you know, sometimes it can be shameful, it can be like, especially if you have collected monies from people and all that, you know, it can be very, very, people will be, you know, but then I don't think it's worth killing yourself over, because you don't know, maybe it's the next one that you will do that will it's the next one that you will do that you now recoup that money. And this, we are not talking about betting here, because before you go and bet and say, they said that it's the next one. I beg go. So please, suicide is not the way. Yes, no matter what it is. And this one is even money. Some people, they reject them, they want to die. That's what it's like.
Right.
How many billion of people in this world? You now one person, you now want to kill yourself. Please. Anyway, that's all we have for you for today. And some of the news that we have talked about, some of them may have updates, and we'll definitely let you know in our next edition. So please click that notification button so that you know when next we are out with new videos, and subscribe. And also follow us on all our social media handles at The Go On Live. You check our bio, you see our handles there. And of course, like this video and share it so that people, you know, can watch the news that they've missed for this week.
So
and we'll see you next time.
Bye. Au revoir.